Learn to sit with silence. Most people panic in uncomfortable gaps and rush to fill them with justifications, objections, or concessions. Practice resisting the urge. In meetings, offer your answer and say no more. Let others react first. In conflict, hear everything before you speak. In leadership, let your decisions stand without commentary. That restraint will reinforce your authority far more than over-explaining ever could. This is the difference between talking to be heard and speaking to be felt. Machiavelli's strategic silence isn't verbal starvation. It's the art of holding back until the moment reveals itself. He wrote, "The vulgar crowd is always taken by appearances, and the world is made up largely of the vulgar. In a world where everyone shares everything, mystery becomes magnetic. The less you reveal, the more others believe you know. Their imaginations fill in the gaps. Their insecurities project meaning onto your stillness. Your silence becomes the screen onto which others cast themselves. That is control, not through domination or deception, but through discipline." Perhaps the ultimate irony of strategic silence is that its greatest practitioners are rarely recognized. We almost always notice the loud ones, the performers, the transparently successful. But the real operators win in shadows. They build alliances while others burn bridges performing for applause. They move pieces quietly. They execute before others even suspect they were competitors. They win, and nobody knows how. Maybe this explains why Machiavelli himself remains misunderstood. His name became shorthand for ruthlessness, but his real gift was understanding human psychology. He saw clearly that power doesn't always require force or deception. Sometimes it requires quiet restraint. Influence thrives not just on what you say, but often on what you don't. So now I have just one question for you. Are you ready to stop talking and start winning? If you made it this far, I want to know who's listening between the lines. Drop the phrase "silence wins wars" in the comments. Let's separate the observers from the operators. If this message shifted how you look at power, if it helped you see that real leaders don't shout, they watch, then like and subscribe because we're just getting started. And remember, you don't need to shout to be heard. You just need to know when not to speak.